Thank you. Oh, my lord, how did you come see? Is that to hide the judges? Wow. Okay. Firstly, I'd like to say how honoured I am to be in the presence of such beautiful, kind and wonderful company this evening. When Face of the World asked me if I would say a few words, I was a little apprehensive, standing here talking to people that I've never met, about my family and my life. But then I realised that so many people I'd be speaking to have gone out of their way to raise an amazing amount of money and awareness for Headway to help people that you have never met. So it was only right to tell you and let you know how much your money helps people like us every day. You see, I had a busy life, just like many of you, with family, friends, work. But then nearly 3 years ago to the day, my life ended and another one begun. But this was no way means of my choice that I made. I was forced to say goodbye to our life as it was, to my career, which has always been working with extremely special needs children, which I loved and I miss dreadfully. And sadly, I can no longer support these families and their children as I struggle every day to look after myself, let alone my children and husband, who in turn have to look after me. In November 10, myself and the children were leaving our friend's house when I collapsed at the wheel of the car doing a three-point turn. Ruby was 6 and Macy Ray was 3. My husband was on the phone. I can hear the screaming of the girls for Mummy to make up, but silence. He could hear Ruby tell his sister, "Stay with Mummy, I'm getting help." Thankfully for me that day was our dear friends and an off-duty police officer, and I am truly thankful for Ian and the fast response paramedics that night, because it is only due to their sheer determination not to give up on me that I am standing here today. I died for several minutes, and once I was stabilised enough to be transferred to hospital, I spent several days in intensive care, completely unawares that my whole family's life was in chaos. I left the hospital some weeks later having an ICD fitted to control my heart and to keep me alive. But as far as they were concerned, I was fixed. However, all I was aware of is I came home, I couldn't write, I couldn't remember past precious events like our wedding day, or even things that happened 2 minutes ago. I was so fatigued some days I couldn't get out of bed, and I was fully reliant on my husband and my girls for everything I needed. We didn't know what the future was going to hold. A year after the accident, I was eventually diagnosed with brain damage from the lack of oxygen. I was devastated, but life blesses us with unexpected things, and who would have thought my death and illnesses would bring us such riches? During my assessment, we were informed about Headway. Their website helped us to understand so many things that were happening to me. For someone with a head injury, it's very individual. For me, my head injury isn't visible on a good day, and nobody except my family sees me on a bad day when I'm in bed and on my hands and knees going to the toilet with no energy to talk or hug them, but I can always listen. We know that a head-injured person affects everyone in your family. You all grieve for the life you had before, and research suggests that only 2% of families survive such trauma. I am blessed every day that we have the support, love, care and attention from Headway, because Headway allows us as a family to begin to see a future. Headway at Folkestone, as some of you who've visited will know, is a truly magical place, because despite anyone's personal issues or daily hurdles, we support each other and we unite as one group of amazingly strong, determined people whom I'm honoured to call my friends. After you are made to change your whole life, you go through a process of grief, of the loss of the life that you had before. And undoubtedly, Liz, Paula, Nina, the volunteers and all the clients are giving me strength, guidance and support. And most of all, they believe in myself. Even with some bits and pieces broken, I can begin to piece a new life together. When I go to Headway, it makes me smile. I don't have to explain that I'm not being rude by not remembering your name, or asking you 5 times whether you want tea or coffee, or just getting everyone's names muddled up. We just laugh, and we laugh so much that when I get home, I am absolutely exhausted. My whole family has been affected by Headway. We learnt that there was carer support group because my husband has seen me die, then come back in bits and pieces, and he was too experiencing grief at the loss of his wife and the life we once had. I will be eternally grateful that my husband can ring a phone number and there is someone impartial and caring towards his feelings. Carer support is invaluable not only to us but to so many. It is truly a lifeline. Then through Headway, our wonderful girls have been brought laughter and sunshine through Face of the World. They have gained precious new friends, and most importantly, the love and kindness showed to them by Giselle, Sasha, and all of the team. They have become little girls again and not just carers. Face of the World has given the children many experiences I can no longer give them, from race to life, to growing in confidence and speaking about our lives and those affected by head injuries. They have also wonderful female role models to look up to who make a difference in others' lives. Raising awareness and money for charity for Headway has become their main mission and have enjoyed many events. But even with all my health issues and the daily struggles they produce, I am so thankful every morning when my feet touch the floor to still be here. I still get to be a mum, a wife, a daughter, a sister, an auntie and a friend. I am eternally grateful for Headway and allowing my family to have a future. I and all of the clients at Headway would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for the amazing fundraising you have done. This money is going to help so many people to begin to have hope in their lives again. But before I read you a poem from Michael at Headway, which we feel sums up Headway to a T, I would just like to say an extra massive thank you to a special lady for allowing Headway to be shown such wonderful kindness. From your little hobby, Giselle.
Yes, little hobby. Something to do at the weekend.
Giving Headway an opportunity to keep its doors open to help others. From small acorns, mighty oaks grow. And for one, I am honoured to be a part of it. Thank you, all of us from Headway. This is a poem from Michael. Have you suffered a stroke or a head injury, or maybe even a stroke? You may need a little help in managing to cope. Maybe all you need is a friend or someone to confide, for help in gaining confidence in the great big world outside. Then why not pay us a visit? You'll really like what you find, with quizzes, games and fun to exercise your mind. We'll bring you out of your shell, if that's where you've retreated, and prove no matter what, that you haven't been defeated. Finally, to pay credit to those it's forever due. Good luck, everyone.